Hey guys, Tomboy61, and today, well, we're taking a look at Arena Mode and the three ships that I will be playing this weekend in Arena Mode, or at least the ones that I plan on playing when I want to be successful. Anyways, these are the three ships, one of each class, that I plan on playing, and if you took a quick glance at that scoreboard right there, you'll see that this full cruiser match is full of Alaskas, and there's a good reason. I think Alaska is probably the best cruiser right now for Arena. Yes, Minotaur is fantastic. It's magical, but when you are in a pure legendary tier only match and you only have a limited number of targets and you need other people to spot for you a bunch of the time, Minotaur doesn't really hold up that well, especially because the other cruiser that you're most likely going to get matched up against is the Alaska with its huge radar range, and that smoke that you're going to use to hide in the Minotaur is going to be quickly useless with the addition of that radar. So I wish I could recommend Minotaur as the cruiser of choice this weekend, but I just think Alaska, given its versatility with having both HE and AP, along with that fantastic radar, a good heal, good sonar, all of that, I think it's the go-to cruiser. And now what you're saying, you're also thinking, but Tommy, what about Worcester? And I say, ha ha ha, you're so funny. Worcester just is not competitive right now, and I would not recommend it at all. So yeah, definitely my first recommendation, and the cruiser that I will be playing this weekend is definitely going to be Alaska. If I had Stalingrad, I may consider pulling her out, but I think Alaska just has the total package, especially when you're going to be going up against mirrored teams as far as types of ships in the enemy team. Alaska is just going to do well by you. The next ship, the DD, the destroyer that I'm running this weekend, Khabarovsk. God, I don't think I've actually published a video with Khabarovsk because I recently got her unlocked, like within an update ago, and I'm not a huge fan of the legendary tiers, but here we are, and Cab has just been so much fun. I used to say Gearing was my favorite of the destroyers, but I really do think Khabarovsk is going to be the big damage dealer, and that's just because of its ability to inflict damage over time, its ability to do damage to not only the other destroyers, it can absolutely tank, and it has a very good chance of coming up on top of any 1v1 destroyer fight. It also does great damage to all of the other ships that you know you're going to be facing. The range on the guns is big enough where you can have that space to engage. And if you're running Trubetskoy like I do on it, you also have that beautiful fire chance that is going to deliver massive damage. Like the Khabarovsk not only is going to be an effective destroyer hunter, it is also going to be an effective damage dealer to all of the other ships in the match, no matter they be cruiser, no matter they be battleship. And yes, Cab, you are technically losing out on having torpedoes, but I find myself, especially in legendary tiers, to not really want to rely on torpedoes because they are very much a tool of, okay, here I am, I'm going to set them, and let's pray that this person doesn't move, because if they know I'm firing torpedoes, they have plenty of time to dodge. Torpedoes, while they are great for dealing that massive alpha spike of damage, they are not as reliable as dealing damage with guns, which is why I say you go for the guns. The other ship that I think I may try out this weekend is going to be Kleber, and that is just because if you build that thing for speed, you are going to be able to dash across the map and do massive things, reposition yourself, get the little power-ups, maybe even steal them from some enemies. Like, that is going to be a fun ship, but I think the skill ceiling in Kleber is going to be much higher. You're going to want support from your teammates. If you're running solo, you may not get that. I think Khabarovsk is going to be my go-to, but Kleber, for the tryhards out there, is going to be another fantastic and an excellent one. And that leads me to the battleships. And I have to say, if this was in the end of the month, I think I'd be saying Montana, but I don't think many people have Montana unlocked yet. I really do think Montana would be a fantastic ship for this go around, but I don't have her right now. I'm starting to get close. I'm within a couple of segments away. I'm sure people who have boosted are fairly close, and we could start seeing those soon. But for me, someone who hasn't boosted, Montana's not a choice. So I'm actually going with Conqueror. Conqueror has been doing very well in these matches, and that's simply because of the way arena matches differ from any of the other matches. One, you tend to have a little bit of a closer engagement range, and you tend to have ships coming at you from either which way, which can be kind of a bit of a problem for some other battleships. And generally, when they're coming your way, they are going to be fairly well angled. Well, if there's one thing Conqueror is known for, it's its fantastic HE shells. Those things hurt hard. They set huge fires. They do good damage. And guess what? They don't care what angle your ship is at. So you can absolutely take advantage of that and get some massive damage numbers in games with the fact that you have HE. And then if someone decides to give you broadside, hey, you do still have pretty darn effective AP that you can fire at them. But the fact that you have that massive ability to have that beautiful HE that doesn't care is fantastic. Additionally, the other thing that I love about Conqueror, it has that super heal, baby. Yes, we have the arms race mechanics, and that means that you could end up picking up a heal. But you know what's even better? When an enemy thinks they have you, and it turns out you are able to print another ship, and you get multiple of those chances with Conqueror. So that's the other reason I'm really enjoying Conqueror, is just the sheer amount of HP that you can end up regenning, assuming you are playing smart, and you have the time to play smart because you have your teammates in this. There is a fairly good chance that you will be able to use those super heals to their full advantage, and that's why Conqueror is kind of the battleship of choice. I'm sure I'll see a lot of Yamatos. I totally understand being able to overmatch pretty much anything is a fantastic ability, and I understand, but for me, it's going to be Conqueror this weekend. So yeah, guys, those are my 3 picks for ships that I will be using this weekend. What about you guys? What legendary tier ships are you bringing in to the arena this weekend? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.